Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Miss Arneson coming to you from 2021. This is our first conversation of this year, and I wanted to give you guys some information because we are done with 2020. We have a vaccine, and we're going to be moving back into regular life a little bit, which I'm super excited about because I don't like being trapped in my home and I don't like teaching online very much. I really much prefer to see you guys face to face. So I'm really excited for this upcoming year. Even if we don't make it back to school this school year, we will probably, like, most likely be able to go back to school face to face at the beginning of next year. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of encouragement so that you can get this year started off right as far as anything that you have control over. So, one thing I wanted to say is that, like, the most annoying thing, I think for a lot of people, the most difficult thing to deal with, the thing that causes the most anxiety is that in 2020, we really didn't have very much control over what was going on. We would get told we got to stay in our house. We get told only 75 people are allowed in Walmart at a time. And so, you just don't have control over those things, and sometimes they waste your time, and sometimes they make you miss something that you really love. And we are going to start off 2021 with controlling what we actually can manage. And one of the things that you can do is finish this school year on time. And you might still be working on a term two class, like you still might be working on something from term two, but the cool thing about the way this year is built is that you have 4 more terms to work. So even if you're only on term two right now, then you still have 4 more terms this semester to get through all of your classes and still finish on time. But you're in control of making that happen. So let's look a little bit into that in our schedule really quick so that you can kind of see what it looks like. Let me shrink my face. Okay. So here's what my Google Classroom looks like, and of course I'm a teacher, so mine looks a little different than yours, but yours basically will have all these classes right here and tell you like what's going on. And if you look around, all of the classes that I do, they say term 5, term 4, term 3, and tell you when you're supposed to be doing that. So if we go way back to the bottom down here, this is where term 1 classes are: survival of the fittest. Term 1 is universe verse for earth and space science, and for art it's basic, I don't remember, basic sketching. Okay, so those are the term 1 classes, and some of you are still in term 1, but you can make it through and get through all of your classes, but you need to start today. So let's look at make sure we know how to catch up on something. So I'm gonna go to, like, maybe like let's do this one. Okay, I'm gonna go to this class and say, like, there's no assignments. It's not telling me that I'm missing any work, and it's not telling me that I am supposed to be turning anything in. Look, no work due soon. That might be because I have all zeros right now. So what you're gonna have to do, and I can't do it on mine because of the way mine is set up, is and I'm gonna go ahead and hide the screen for a second. Let me pause. Hey, sorry, I had to open this without showing you the menu from where I opened it because then you would see everyone's grades. So here they are. For me, this is my student account, and it says that I have not turned anything in except for the final review. So I have a check mark there. That's not for a grade, it's just to help me on the final. I haven't done the final. I haven't done anything. Anything that there's a red missing, or if it's a zero, like this one is 0 out of 17, you need to do that assignment. So that's how to figure out what to do. Don't start at the top on this menu because it puts the most recent thing at the top. And if you start at the top, you're going to be starting with the final exam before you've done any of the assignments, and that pretty much sets you up to fail. So you have to go down to the bottom and start with lesson 1. Okay, do these things, and then you will be able to, by the time you get to the final exam, pass it. Remember, you have to have a 70% or higher. So you want to try to get 7 points out of 10 points on every assignment. If you have an assignment where you only got 2 points, you should be able to open that assignment up, and I will tell you what it is that you did that you need to redo because it wasn't done correctly the first time. You can redo assignments. So please don't worry about that. I'm going to do a little experiment for the first week or first month of school of this term. I'm gonna go back to my Big face. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an hour every week where I'm just online on a Zoom call. I'm going to put the Zoom password out to everyone so that you guys can just log in. And it doesn't have to be that you're asking me any specific questions about my class. It's just where you can get on and you can ask me questions about the class if you want to, but you can also just talk to me a little bit about how you're doing, ask me for help, get some guidance on what you need to do, and I could help you make a schedule for that. So it's not work specific, but it's kind of like a study hour class. Like in real life they would call it study hall, and you would go to a homeroom teacher, or some schools are fancy and they even have like a homeroom lounge for certain grades, and you would just sit in there with other students and do your work or ask them questions, or even socialize a little bit just to kind of help build community. And since we don't have any face-to-face classes and you don't have to get on Zoom at a scheduled time, I want to make sure that I have time to get to know you a little bit and help you with something you need to. So I'm just going to go ahead and right now say that I'm going to do that on, let's see here. How about Wednesdays at, oh no, I'm not going to do it on Wednesday. Let's do Tuesday at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay, Tuesday on 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I will have a Zoom. There will be a code online for you to use if you want, and we'll just be able to chat about what to do or socialize a little bit or get help with any assignments that are for my class and maybe some other classes. I'm pretty knowledgeable in most subjects. You guys, 2020 is going to be a great year. Let's start it off with that positive attitude. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon.